Hey, Todd. Welcome in. What at night on James Dunbo's Live. Bless Amber's heart. I know what she's going through. I've been through accidents. Smoking. I'm going to start calling this pipe the 1976 pipe. Glad everybody got something for Christmas. I've been smoking the dog snot out of this pipe. Charging up my light up. Well, fudge. Keep getting my tablets over here. I found my other magnifying glass so I can see what I'm looking at. Yes, it does come apart. I said I wasn't going to enter in, but I didn't even say it during the live. But I had to change of heart. Daughter and son. Oh, yeah, I had some of those blends. I probably won't ever smoke. I mean, I got my Medico and my Country Gentleman corn cob. And yes, Todd, you can get different stems. They're called forever stems. I took some shepherd's pie. I took some Carter Hall, mixed some in together. Not bad. I ain't gonna be on too long tonight because my phone is at 40%. I do got my light on charge. So, oh no. There's my lighter. Phew! I thought I lost my Zippo. I can't lose that. I'm using my check tool. I keep one on my side and one on my other thing. At least I got two. Excuse me. One. I think I got 3 tobaccos coming. I think. 1 or 2. At least I know I got 2 of my favorites coming. Northwoods and... No, it don't, Todd. No, it don't. But if you want to mix tobacco, like you take if you just want to do it for a couple bowls, take like 3 or 4 pinches of each and let it set for about 30 days. You'll be alright. I know I gotta take time to clean top this rim. I'm glad that Randy, Randy, got the LCS pipe. Well deserved. I might pull out my Rusk out here later or tomorrow. And smoke some of that. We'll see. And gotta pull out the sandwich gauze out. Since I got enough now, um, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna wait and see what's gonna happen next week for the half and half. I love some half and half. The old Carja blends. But we'll see. Now I tell you what, I used to have an old food blender which was clean, and I used to blend my tobaccos in there and just kind of, fish my flakes. I kind of chop it up in a blender and let it set that way. I'm trying to work through between the Ruska and the Sam McGowan. Plus, like I sitting over here. So we'll see how it goes. Oh yeah, good stuff. But we'll see how it goes. Let me check something out here real quick. Because I've been on it non-stop all day. So how you been doing, Todd? Been doing alright? Yeah, that's what I do to mine. I just turn mine up. Rub it out, whatever. Sometimes I'll get lazy and just roll stuff. Finally good to sit down and relax and smoke a pipe. Well, there's Smarty Bob. Welcome in, brother. I greatly appreciate you. Hey, Smarty Bob. I'm smoking. Let's do it this way, guys. Since my light's pretty well charged, as you can see me now, smoking. I'm doing great tonight, Smarty Bob. This is a no name step 1976, and in it, yep, my work light. Smarty Bob. Carter Hall. Great stuff. Love it. Yes, sir. I love it. I just love the stuff. I'm about done with this one. Like I said, I was trying to find the information on this. This is no name pipe. And the only thing it's stamped on is 1976 on the bottom. One of several many pipes that I own. And here's another great pipe, Smarty Bob. It's a Medico Crest shape number 11. Yes, sir. Thanks, Todd. Yeah, you are correct, Bob. It's one of the best. I love it. I love it. I used to buy it in the pouch, but here the other day I had extra money. Oh, nice, Bob. I had a Medico that had magnets on top. Had a magnet here, magnet on both sides. It got, when I moved, half my collection got taken of pipes. I used to own about 30-some pipes, and I'll bet you now I probably got, probably about 15 of them now. Majority of my tobaccos I have for the last 4 or 5 years, gone. They took it. Basically, they never gave it back to me. So I lost half my pipes and half big majority of my tobaccos. But things happen. You learn your lesson in life. You learn everything. So, but this here's a good little smoker. I mean, of course, I got a salty bit on it. Needs to be cleaned up a little bit. It, so I had to start all over. And I tell you, I watched your Smarty Bob. I do watch your videos. And you mentioned something here. I think it was yesterday. I think I watched one of your videos. The YTPC is awesome. Awesome. Um, and James Stumbo here several weeks back kind of mentioned because he seen one of my videos, and he mentioned on his live. Well, thanks to Patrick, I got some Low Country Virginia barley. Sorry about my phone going off like that. I do apologize. Here's one of the blends. It's John Pipe Shop Windy City Classic American, which is the Scottish blend. A little bit of an aromatic. I like it. Patrick, Low Country, National Virginia barley. You can see how much is in that. Great stuff. Tony from Rhode Island. Blessing. Send me Zippo with the word Zippo on there. With the pipe insert. First time using it. And first time using it now, but took me a minute to get used to something like this because I've used regular Zippos before, but but nothing like this. I got I can see it. Yeah, very nice. I got the original. As you can tell, there's the word Zippo across it. I just said the blend earlier. Shepherd's pie. RD that comes on here. He sent me some Ruska. Actually, two tins of it. Sam McGowan flake. So I'm pretty good for a while. Pull off the case and let me see the borrow. Is this what you're talking about, Bob? Oh, and what's on the side of that, and it's driving me crazy. Is what you're talking about, Bob? Oh, the bottom. Well, got the sucker upside down. Sorry about that. It's just like in any other Zippo. I have the original thingy bob, the original um, and that says Zippo on the bottom of it. This here is just like the regular Zippo. It's just, they always say take the cotton out and take the flint, not the flint. Oh, I call it the string. I'm gonna call it the string. Supposed to stretch it out each time. Stretch it out, put some of the cotton, and do it all the way down to the bottom. I don't, but it works just like, I mean, I could fill this up, and it normally lasts me about a week on each fill. Now, I've heard the older, I call old timers, put some Vaseline on here. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Now, I've been smoking between Carter Hall and the Virginia Burley. I'm not too crazy on the butane, Todd. That's just my preference. Um, Smarty Bob, I'll go over to your page. And matter of fact, I can do that right now because I got my tablet. Uh, yeah. Let's see here, real quick, if my mind will let me. Yes, this is a regular Zippo lighting fluid. That's why I use on mine. Regular Zippo lighter fluid. I'm not too crazy about butanes. I don't know why. See here. Da, da, da. There we go. Oh, Bob, by the way, I'm Jeff. I know there's another Jeff, West Virginia Cigars. Jeff. Um, oh, okay, Bob. I got you. My mind nights, you out there somewhere. That's the same way I feel, Bob. I mean, to me, I just Yeah. Okay, Bob. Oh. And there's Troy. Pinky. Just give me a second here, Bob. I'll get you here in just a second here. Yeah, YouTube creators. Haha. Well, spell right. And Bob, you should got my email, Bob. Exactly, Bob. Happy wife, happy life. Okay, I appreciate that, Bob. Because I use between the Zippo and the regular Bic lighter, which is this. But I most likely prefer the Zippo. I never had the black the brown, the black twist yet. There's a lot of blends I haven't had yet. Like, there's a Patrick and Troy's been talking about it. Bob's Chocolate Flake. Oh, Bob, that's one. I'm going to finish what's off in this one. I'm going to take a night and show if Bob comes back on. I'm going to take a night and see what parts I got. Oh, thanks, Bob. Much appreciated. Because I'm on a tight budget. I mean, these guys know. But I'll show you half what I got. I'll take a day. Maybe tomorrow. Uh, right now, the only tobaccos I don't have is aromatics. It's the only ones I don't got. And I'm an aromatic guy, especially now because around Christmas time. Yeah, I'm trying to get enough tobacco saved up for like a year. Because I had tobaccos. Oh, thanks, Bob. Bob, I had tobaccos that would last me. I had good 3 or 4 years worth of tobaccos. And I just got a box from a friend of mine. And I had old Joe Crantz red label in there that had at least 4 years age on it. Never got to crack it. I had another one, I forget the name of it. It was also had 4 years age on it, never got a chance to crack it. And it was bulging. Never got a chance to. I had aromatics, I had Englishes, I had non-aromatics. You name it, I had it. Gone. I mean, I cried. I almost cried like a baby. You know, I was set. I was set for probably a good 3 or 4 years, maybe 5 years. I was good. Oh, thanks, Bob. I got a 3-tier shell. It's plastic. And these guys seen my cellar. Todd's seen them. Troy's seen them. I got a 3-tier shelf over here. It's got my big TV on it. But I can fill a 3-tier shelf up and then some. And then some. And the reason why I didn't, I've seen the cigars tonight. Yeah, I'm a cigar smoker, but reason being, I didn't jump on. I was going to try to win the one because it was Drew Estate, and I love Drew Estates. Good cigars, but I got cigars. I'd be lucky to smoke maybe one every 2 weeks. So I'm good with cigars. For now. I'll smoke. I got Brick House. And there's a couple others. See if I can reach it. By cigars, well, this is sent to me by Tony from Rhode Island. This is a Brick House, but it's Connecticut. Yeah, Connecticut. There's Brick House. There is a Rocky Panel. Yes. Here's a Rocky Panel. Thanks, Bob. Here's a Rocky Panel. If you guys never tried Rocky Panel, this is the Royal. Good cigar. Let me put the pipe down. There's also a cigar in here. They also made, and here's a, well, that's the same one. Let me see if I can find it. If you guys, this is called the Banker. And yes, they also make pipe tobacco called the Banker. I've had it. Grab you a 10. Good stuff. And this one's, hold on. Something or I can't. And I'll tell you another good cigar to try. It's short. It's about this size. It's CAO Spark Plug. CAO Spark Plug. And I got those from Hillbilly Piper. See what else do I got in here? There's the Rocky Panel. Here is the Fence. VINCE with the number 9 ball on the side. Never had, never tried, never had it. Like Captain Nana, if I pronounced it right, I don't want to slaughter none of these. Never had that one. See what else do I got? Brick house, regular brick house. Sectio by Villager. Never had. Now, I'm going to show you this is the Brick House, Connecticut, and this is a regular brick house. Two different cigars. Darker wrapper, lighter wrapper. Might just keep that one out. I got several of these cigars. They're about the same. Brick House is pretty good. If you are looking for a mild cigar, look them up. Matter of fact, if I got like several, but outside I ain't gonna have no cigar. I already done smoked the pipe tonight, and yeah. But I mean, let me check my thing here real quick, and let me do something here real fast. Because I don't want to lose none of you guys. Going to plug you in. Pardon me. There we go. Now we're in the game. Yeah, every once in a while, I used to be a heavy drinker, Bob. But every once in a while, I'll drink one. Of course, cold one. Tall boy. Pardon me. I gotta wet my whistle. Bob, you still on? One slide this side my chair real quick. Of course, full one. It's full cam. Oh, nice, Bob. Got to show you this, and everything that Tony from Rhode Island sent me. This is a pipe pouch. I'll show you that one here later. Reason why I say this is a pipe pouch Bob, because it holds 2 pipes. Make sure this, yeah, that's cooled down. I'll show you what I mean. Like that. Holds 2 pipes. You got room for your tobacco, whatever in here. Up here, you've got full room for your, of course, this is my cigar cutter. Now I'll show you another here in a minute. Cool little accessory. This here can hold your flints, your pipe tool, which of course, there's one there. Screens. I haven't really used that yet, Bob. These guys seen these before. These guys are here seen this. And I finally figured out what it was for. You take it, flip it up, right? Right? Sure can. Holds 2 pipes here. It can hold all your accessories in here. Like your lighters. Up here it holds. I'm just going to use my thing because that's where I normally put that in there. It could put whatever. And it's called Free Boy. Yes. Right here. That's right. This is actually a tobacco pouch. But the name of it's called Free Boy. I don't know where Tony from Rhode Island got it. I have no clue. But this little thing, I found out what this is for. Took me a minute. But watch this. It's actually a pipe stand. A foldable pipe stand. So if you're out and about and you're smoking your pipe and you set it down, Bob, on this one, no. This one don't. Well, can't hold 2 things one time here. But no, it actually, it's free. But that's what I was going to show Bob. Believe it or not, there is the original insert for the pipe. Yes, sir, Bob. And there's the original. Never been used, never been fired. And there's the actual inside of the box. And then the paperwork. There's the outside of the box, which I got the thing upside downy. The original box. I keep all this inside of this case, so I know where everything's at. Like I said, I haven't used this. Does zip up. You see how, I mean, it's portable. I mean, now, this guy here, I help out here. He's an auctioneer. It's got these. I'll show you something. Oh, nice, Bob. For your lighter, this is the dragon on this one. Just take out there, your lighter in there. Push down. Ta-da. Got this one. I got it. One's a mermaid. Once again, take that lighter in there. Go. Well, whoop, 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 whoop. Almost put that sucker there backwards, boys. Woo. Put that in there. Yeah, sometimes gotta. Bob, I can get him get a whole mess of these for me for practically nothing. Practically nothing. But I don't. Excuse me. I prefer. There's my country gentleman. I do got my other country gentleman on me, but it's already darkened up. As you can tell, I've done chewed on that stem so much that I'm going to have to eventually give me another one. But the stem's still good because here's a pipe cleaner. I mean, they'll still pass through. Yes, 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 Bob. Even though this is chewed up on both sides, you can mostly tell it's still free to use a pipe cleaner. I do have the General, which is the stack one. It is a hard plug on the bottom. This is not. But I do carry a chuck tool, charge tool, chuck tool, whatever you want to call it. That goes to my zero turn. That goes to my side by side. That goes to a lock to a heavy duty chain that I got. Bob, I barely ran out of salty bits. But these salty bits here actually don't fit on that stem because it's the salty bit's too big and the stem's too small. Now this one here, I can take this one off and show you. And I took the salty bit off my Medico. Hold on for a minute. Put that up. It's loose. You can get them in a smaller size too. This is the regular size. Oh, thanks, Bob. Because if I can save that bit, I'm good. Because right now, with Christmas and yeah, Troy, I tried those. And I'm not crazy about them. I've tried them. And I'm not that, because the way my teeth are. Shrink wrap. What water installation is that you heat? You talking a heat gun, Bob, or soldering gun? Is what you talking about, a soldering gun or heat gun? He did have a soldering gun and heat gun around here, but I think he sold it. Don't quote me on that, Bob. Matter of fact, getting enough this, I'll take Bob to a walkthrough. This building here, Bob. Okay, Bob. I never. Yeah, I gave I thought, Bob. Matter of fact, gee, I think you might have something in the back. This place used to be a bar at one time, Bob. Used to be at one time. These guys seen the building. Never gave I thought. Oh, that reminds me of something. Bob, they got a cheap. See, I don't go near brick and mortars around here where I'm at. The closest one is Columbus, Ohio. And that's about an hour and a half drive from where I'm at. It's called the Tinderbox. And there's some down in Cincinnati. So the only thing we got up here is what's called the cheap tobacco store. Which they don't carry like Savinelli's, stuff like that, or like tobaccos like Ruska or Durbar, or I was lucky to find the Carter Hall. Put it that way. $10 pipe. Just a cheapie. Okay, Bob. I got you. Do you have a Facebook, Bob? Because I can, send you a friend request or whatever. I used to do regular videos, Bob. Regular videos. Um, that's why I didn't do any. But now I'm more doing my lives towards evening time, just depends. Ah! I almost got banned once. Almost. Because somebody struck a nerve. And normally I don't get too hostile or mad or upset or anything like that. But somebody struck a nerve with me one day and I almost got banned. There's a lot, not to change the subject, there's a lot of new guys that I've been hooked up to through the YTPC. I happen to find Uncle Willie. Oh, crap. Ain't that... I got hacked once. But yeah, there's a lot of new guys that I've been hooked up to. If you guys haven't heard of Uncle Willie or any of them, the only real reason why I got a Facebook is to keep in touch with my family. In which they really don't have nothing to do with me because I have no idea why. But I got two sisters and a brother left. There's total 6 of us. I had a sister that was 6 years older than I was, passed away from cancer. Yeah, my other sister, she passed away from a clot that busted and went to her heart, and she passed away. Um, have you guys ever heard of Briar Broom? He's another newbie. No, I wouldn't say new, but he's new to me. Oh, I take that back. It's her. Briar Broom. Awesome channel, by the way. And Uncle Willie's channel, love his channel. And Craig from the Tunnel Take. I love Craig from the Tunnel Take. And he's an awesome guy. The views, the opinions. I'm like, in a way, I'm like, Bob, do I agree with all the opinions? No. Do I agree with anything politics? No. And here's my thing, Bob, on my channel. And since Bob's in, Troy, I'm going to do something for Bob. But here's my rules on my. Everybody's got limitations on their channel. You know what I'm saying? But on here, it's like a free for all, Bob. I mean, anything, everything goes. Here, views, expressions, opinions. I have people from all brought up from John to Bar Blues to you name it, they've been on this channel. And they've been on, everybody's got their opinions. Everybody agrees and disagrees, but nobody gets mad. You're very welcome, Bob. You're allowed to say anything on here. Nobody's no good. I mean, there's one guy, I'm not going to mention no names because I'm a type of person, I don't throw nobody needs a bus, train, plane, whatever. I ain't going to do it. But somebody got offended, which he knew. But got to the point where they whine and they cry, whatever. Gone. Because to me, this is the YTPC. We all are brothers and sisters of the Briar Cigars. Everybody gets along. And when you take one bad apple, it's going to spoil the whole barrel of apples, right? And the way I feel about it, Bob, is if you don't agree on whatever, don't take the small hill and make a mountain out of it. Oh, nice, Todd. And see, and when you start attacking another member of the community, and I mean, you run them through the ground. I mean, down to the point where they don't feel like they're welcome. That's where I'll draw the line. Yes, and I agree with Bob. You respect the rights of others. Exactly. But don't sit there and act like a 5-year-old over it because you didn't get what you wanted out of it. You want people to, it ain't right. That's not right. If I disagree with you on something that may not agree with me, I'm not going to sit there and act like a 3-year-old. I'm going to respect you. It's like, now it's like, that's why everybody on my channel are moderators. And what a moderator does is they keep everybody, like trolls. You can ask these guys. These guys see so many trolls on here, it ain't funny. I'm telling you. You'll see it. There's been nights these guys seen them. But anyways. But they also keep people, that, hey, that's, Man, I hate to hear that, Todd. That's why You know, I mean, that's why you gotta change your passwords constantly. Just like on YouTube. Gotta change it every so often. Gotta change them because you never know. You never know. But I mean, yeah, we go, I mean, yeah, life's hard. But don't take it out on somebody else, somebody, may come on and here you are, you're attacking somebody and they're thinking, what in the world did I walk into? And that's going to make that party the presenter feel like crap because of this party over here. Yeah, me too, Bob. I hate switching. Troy, my family, I tell you, my family is odd. I'm telling you. Oh, I love you and all, but yeah, when it comes down, it's just like Thanksgiving and everything. I was here basically by myself. Well, I went over to a friend's house for a while to have Thanksgiving. Christmas, that's where I'll be. That's where I'll be. Here, by myself. You know, because I'm a type of person, this is how I am. And these guys will tell you. I I'm a type of person I don't ask for nothing. If I can't, because the way my dad raised me was, if you go to the store and you pick something up and you can't afford that, then you don't need it. You know. So I'm a type of person that I don't come out and say, hey, I need this, not and the other. Because I feel guilty about it. And I do. Because the way I look at it is like, just like you guys work all your life, then you retire. You work for that hard money. You see what I'm saying? And that money may come up for something you need, like your vehicle, your house, something breaks down, you got it. And I'm the type of person that understands that. I may have, but I don't got to actually put out. You see what I'm saying? And life in general, it's hard now. I mean, with everything, the inflation and economics going on, used to be I can go Kroger's and Walmart, okay? Kroger's for a 6-pack of bottled pop. Oh, nice, Bob. Yeah, see, with me, I was able to work up until I'm only 43. Up until here several years ago, maybe longer, because the way my back and legs are. All right, Troy, be safe, be well. Thanks for stopping in. Like always, appreciate you. Get some rest. I'm going to see what's tomorrow, Wednesday. I might be able to come on a little bit earlier tomorrow night, we'll see. Bob, you're still young. Still young. But I had to quit. Because I got disc disease, arthritis in my back, and it affects my back, and it also affects my legs real bad. Now I can only be able to stand for so long periods of time. I say probably about 20 minutes I got to sit down. Oh, good, Bob. Good to hear. But just like, like my dad, I mean, my dad suffered a lot. Emphysema, bronchitis, chronic bronchitis. But if he was still around, he would just turn 93 this year. Yes, it is, Bob. Yes, it is. I suffer with it every day. Every day. My doctor told me here a couple years ago that I got a body of a 60, 65-year-old, as young as I am. And she told me if I didn't quit doing what I was doing, I was going to wind up in a wheelchair. And that's why I can't stop. I can't idle. I'm one of those type of people, I just can't sit. I can't. And I says, what you talk to do about half your life, all your life? I said, well, I said, my dad had a farm years ago, and then I said, then I'll start working for farmers. And I said, I just did it up until here a couple years ago. It wasn't nothing for me to, sit there and take a fence post, wiggle that bad boy, and actually manually pull that out, throw it up on my shoulder, and throw it up on the hay wagon. Did that all day. Because we was putting new in. Because what I was doing, I was pulling and throwing. The other guys putting new in. I pull, but he'll let me get 5 or 6 posts ahead before they start putting new posts in, all day. Did 3 acres like that all day. And then by the time you get that hay wagon, almost up halfway is where you can reach from the side of the post, you know what I'm saying? From your height, then, then you go unload it, and then go do the same thing over again. And then I started helping a friend of mine. Wow, Bob. I used to work for one farmer. Well, I take that back. Me and my dad helped a farmer, did 500 acres. So what we did is, for 500 acres, we split the field down the middle. In other words, he did 250, I did 250, which, but we drove the tractors that didn't have, like tractors today has got all this modern technology in there, like uh, screens, self-driving. Go around the field one time, only thing you got to do is press one button, it's auto steer. Only thing you got to sit there all day in an AC cab, and the tractor drives itself. Only time you have to do anything is turn that sucker around by, manually turn that tractor around, send your implement back down in the straight line. The only thing you got to do is press a button. We didn't have all that when I did it. When it's 90 degrees plus humidity, you're talking over 100 degrees. There you are. You're gonna suffocate. Come on. Yeah, and see, Bob. Here's and this type of subject I like to talk about because this younger generation today don't know what work is. They don't know nothing about going out there planting, harvesting, baling hay. They think, oh, that's easy job. Well, okay. If you got cattle, you got hogs you got to take care of. Night, Todd. Bob, that's the thing. And they think, well, that's done. Well, no, the farm work's not done yet. Okay, you may have an injured cow out here, a hog. Okay, you may have one giving birth to a calf or whatever. It's a 24/7 job. I know the guy, and they went to school with my mom, graduated with my mom, but his wife grew up with my mom and everything, okay? He drove a bus for 40 plus years, school bus, 40 years, right? So by the time he got off his bus route that morning, out to the cattle barn he went. Fed his cattle. Then he had to, go do other things on the farm because they had the regular farm and the dairy farm, so he was doing both ends of the farm. So he had to do everything before noon. So he had long enough to go get his lunch or whatever. And then maybe go do other stuff on the farm. Then he had to be at the bus garage by 2 o'clock to get his bus. So by the time he did his route, it'll be by 4:35, a little after, by the time he gets back to the bus garage. Get in his truck, go home, out to the dairy farm, feed his cattle, make sure they're okay. Make sure none of them ain't down or none of them ain't sick. Then he probably had to go and, mow the grass. And there's times I don't even went out there and helped him. Bale hay. And there's times we didn't get done till midnight. Midnight. Sometimes 1 o'clock in the morning. There's times I've stayed on the dairy farm, especially during the day. I'll be doing stuff because they be busy doing other stuff, even though he retired. Oh, I appreciate that, Bob. Thank you. I'll give you a prime example real quick there, Bob. Let me crack this real quick. But I was out there on the farm one day. I was living in the house back there on the farm. Yeah. But anyway, I ain't gonna say where, but um, because it was a long lane. Well, on this side, on the right side of his dairy barns, well, on the left is this other guy's. I forget his name now. But anyways, she calls me up. Bob, this is Bud Ice. Bud Ice, it's got 5.5% alcohol in it. But, pardon me, I'm going to stick a chew in. Pardon me. But, she called me up one day and she says, Jeff, she says, I got a call over here stating that there's cows over here hollering. Um, I said, what do you mean they're hollering? I said, Dr. Looking, she says, let me set this out where it can see me a little bit better. There we go. And I said, what do you mean they're hollering? She says, well, there's a bunch of cattle over there hollering. I'm thinking, well, the first instinct was, okay. Well, I didn't have nothing to drive down there quick enough to find out why I had to walk. So I walked down there. And I mean, it was hot. Uh-oh, there's RD. It's 2021 again, boys. Yes, RD, welcome in, brother. And I told her, and I said, I was on the phone with her. And I told her, I said, hey, it's come from so-so's barns over here. And I said, I hear him. I said, they're just hollering over there. She says, well, can you do me a favor? I said, yeah. Can you go over and check and see if they got waters in the trough over there? And I said, I don't know. I said, I don't like walking on some farmers' property without their permission, but most farmers around there, they, they appreciate the help. Don't get me wrong. If you see something empty, you always help a farmer out, no matter what. That's the way my dad always taught me. Oh, yeah, congratulations on that, Bob. That's a nice pipe. She says, no, go ahead, it's okay. So I'll explain to him who you are and everything. It's okay. So I walked over and I said, well, they got a half a trough full. The water trough, I said, it's about half full of water. So, and I thought, well, maybe one of them's could be hurt or something's going on. So I got to checking them. Well, they seem fine. So, So, alright, so I walked back. Next thing you know, I seen this truck pull in. It's coming up the lane, so I called them. And she says, alright, she says, I'll send George. Her husband's name's George, so I'll send George over. I said, alright. I said, honestly, I don't know who this is. So I walked up. I was leery because most farmers will carry a gun on them. Just in case. Well, here's this guy next door. Owned the cattle. He says, hey, was you over earlier today? Yes, sir. I said, I got a call from George Beatty's wife. Bunch of cattle. I said, bunch of cattle was hollering. She says, who are you? Some good friend of theirs. But about that time, here comes George in. This guy was kind of upset with me because I was on his property. A little bit. He wasn't upset. He was just wondering who I was and what I was doing there. So George pulls up. George gets out of the truck. George went over and talked to him. He says, hey, he says, he's alright. He works for me. Yes, there you go, Bob. RD, he's going to give more away next week up until New Year's. So he told me, says he's alright, he works for me, yada, yada, yada. He's just staying on the property to keep an eye out. He says the only reason why... No, it's a Christmas giveaway, RD. From now up until New Year's. So anyways, George told him, hey, we got people complaining about your cattle over here just a hollering. He says, now of all the years that I've done with cattle, he says, he says, if the neighbor across the road will call and say, hey, your cow's over hollering, he says, I'm on it. Until he says, I'll come over and I'll check see what the problem is. He says, if they're hot, he says, I got fans in there that will spray water. You know what I'm saying? To keep them cool. That's like me, Sparty Pop. I can't keep up with everybody. Oh, if I could go back till I was 18, nah, I couldn't. But he says the only reason why he was over is to check on the cattle. And he says, I'll bet you 10 to 1. And this is what George told him. I'll bet you 10 to 1 If you go over and check, he says, I will guarantee you nothing has been moved. So I'll guarantee it. He says, that boy right there would not move nothing unless you told him to move it. Other than that, dude, he says he ain't gonna touch nothing. But he says, then he gave me permission to go over, check on them, make sure they're all right, make sure they got plenty of water. Show me where everything was at, show me where the hoses were. He says, man, he says, Jeff, Jefferson, I don't even pay you. I said, no, you don't owe me nothing. No. I said, that just gives me something to do. And, no, I'll pay, no. George looked at him, nah. If he tells you no, he means no. So, it came to the point where it came, I didn't mind doing it, but it was getting too much on me. So, one day I called his wife up and I said, can you and George come over? I said, I need to talk to you about this. They said, what's going on, Jeff? I said, there's nothing going on, nothing serious. I said, I just need to talk to you and get you guys' second opinion. Because they've been in this a lot longer than I have in the farming. So they pulled up and George looked at me and said, Jeff, what's going on? I said, well, I don't mind going over and helping them. And I said, God knows, you guys know, I will do anything for anybody in this world. Especially a farmer. But I said, it's getting too much for me to go down there 4 or 5 times a day. Because I think he had like 20, 25 heads of cattle. And I said, I can't let him out. Because I don't know what's going to happen. They said, okay. A friend of mine, pardon me for a minute, guys. I got my waist back beside of me. Sorry about that. But anyways, he has some head of cattle. And I was working for him. Well, anyways, he, I catch my breath. Since he knows that I know about cattle, what time to feed them, knows what to. I understand. Thanks, Bob. Because he knew what time, he knew what I knew about cows, like what time to feed them, what time to water them, what time to check on them. If I need to transport, because he had two properties, he had a couple down on his main property and a couple up the road. Because, see, his boys, I'm trying to find the right word without being disrespectful. Their mentality level wasn't like, okay, it's like me. I'm going to use myself like an example, okay? They didn't know what time to feed them, what time to water them. If one came down, if one of them got down, they didn't know what to do. So, what happened one day, down the lower field, one of them broke loose, broke through the fence. So, his one boy was there, and because my dad always taught me, if he can lead one, the other ones will follow. So what I was doing was I was leading one up and around, come up, back up, around, back to the side, because I was going to take him up to the main loft, up to the main gate, because up there was more sturdier up there than it was back there. I had 4 of them. I had a couple Holsteins and a couple Jerseys. And these guys are like 6 months old to a year old, man. These guys ain't little guys. Yes, Bob. Yes. So I got them halfway up and around. I'm leading this one. The other one's following. There was like 3 behind me. And I had this one, he was like the lead, it was a Holstein. It was the leader. It was like he was the boss. Up going around. He comes around this stick about yay long and started waving and started yada yada and started screaming. Spooks him. Well, this field was right next to it. Larkin's field was right next door. Open field. Oh, boy. I blew up. I was mad, boy. I was cussing. I was calling him everything but a white man. I was mad. So finally, what I did was, I didn't chase him down. I just let them settle down for a minute. So I walked up to this one right behind him. Got him turned. And I start hollering at the other ones to get their attention, right? Not yell, you know what I'm saying? And they kind of watched, and I start pushing there was one back towards the house. They all started following me. And then I got me some feed. Like a cup of feed. And I was shaking it. At the same time, I looked up there. He was up on the porch. I looked at him. I said, don't you dare say a word. Yes, sir, RD. So about this time, Steve pulls in with his boy, and I told him what was going on. And he looked at me. He said, he did what? I said, again, what he done? I said, I just tied him right here. Now I was going to lead him up to the main, up to the main gate up there and let him in. Boy, he chewed his boy out from one end down the other. He looks at me and he says, Jeff says, get him up there. You and Steve. I said, all right. I said, can I beat him now or beat him later? Because I was still mad. I was so mad I was biting nails. I was mad, and Steve noted. Got him up there, got him all in there. Went back down there and I said, Steve, I said, I'm taking off. So where you going? I said, I'm going up on the other property for a while. I said, I'm going to break all my jets. I said, if I stay down here any longer, man, I said, somebody's going to get hurt. I said, I'm not hurting anybody, which I don't. But he says, oh, by the way, we got a bull up there. We're going to have to put a band on. I said, which one? He says, oh, that 8-month-old up there. I looked at him. I said, you crazy. You think I'm going to band that one? You're nuts. Anytime, Bob. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I enjoy your company. You're welcome in any given time that you want to come in, Smarty Bob. You're welcome in. Thank you so much. Well, RD, he convinced me. I didn't want to do it, but he convinced me to do it. He said, he asked me if I'd done it before. I said, yeah, maybe once or twice, but I don't know. So, see you night, Bob. But yeah, I went up there and he said, all right, Jeff. He says, you're going to do it. And, imagine, yeah, RD, that's what she said. Can you imagine being this big around, going through a band about that big around? You get them through. You get both them through that band RD, and you better run like hell. When you let go of that, if you just let go up and it drops right there, you better run. You better get out of his road. Because you're going to get kicked, stomped, tromped if you ain't careful. He had this heifer, I forget what she was. She weighed over 2,000 pounds. And it was time to take her to, that's right, RD. Well, he was going to take her to the slaughterhouse. I mean, she was big. Well, I'd go up there and I'd holler for her. Well, by the time I throw that feed down, she would take her, yeah, that's it, that's a heifer. I couldn't take the name right off. And what she had a bad habit of doing all day is I had a gate right here. What she about habit doing was when she came in for feeding, she didn't give me enough time to move. and she'll take her back hind corner leg and swing it around and smack me up against that fence. So I'm going to fix you. She did a couple more times on this one. I'm going to fix you. So I went down there. I said, Steve. He said, what? Got a cotter prong? He says, what? I said, a cotter prong. You know what that is? He says, yeah, kinda. And you work with cattle and you know what a cotter prong is? I said, well, it's a long stick. It's got these two things on the end. And I said, on the handle part, I said, there's a button. You press that and it'll suck the snot out of you. He said, oh yeah, he said, I got one of those. I said, let me have that thing. So what you gonna do? I said, I'm gonna fix this old heifer up here. I said, I'm getting sick and tired. She don't give me enough time to move. She pins me up against the thing. And I said, she's trying to break my back. And I said, I'm gonna fix her. That's what she said. So I went up there and he says, I gotta see this. I said, all right, come on up here. I said, I'm gonna fix this old heifer. He's laughing all the way up there. He's rubbing it in on me. I said, I said, you keep it up and I'll stick it to you. Keep it up. Get up there. Get in there. Here, I'm shaking. Here she comes. Put it down. She's about ready to swing that around there. I went zap. So that and I went zap. By that time she's about ready to kick and I went zap. I said, I'm going to fix you. Telling you. He's over here just dying out laughing. So I get out of there. I did a couple more times already, and she knew after I'd done it because I had to feed her like this 3 times a day for a week. Well, after a couple more times, I'll walk in there, but I still had that cotter prong with me. And what I did is I'll shake it. She'll come running full force. I mean full speed, just a running. Then I'll hit that button. She hears zap, 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 zzz, that buzzing noise. And she knew, then she'll stop. And she'll wait till I get out of there. Then she'll go eat. So that evening, I said, hey, Steve, come on up here with me. I said, I got something I'm going to show you. It's what? I said, what's this? That's right, R.D. Shake them, shock them, but don't break them. So what's this? Walked in, got my feed, grabbed it. Walked up in there, and here I'm shaking them. They knew by the shake you got, it's feeding time. So I throw it down there. Here she comes. I said, watch this. I'll hit that button and she'll stop. And she's wanted to come in. I'll hit that button again. Walk out and he says, I can't believe this. I said, yeah, she knows. She knows she comes in here. She knows that I'm going to. She tries it. She knows she's gonna get it. He had a steer. I'll say this real quick, RD. He had a daggone steer, had his horns on him. 6 months old, named Norman. The biggest pet you ever seen in your life. I mean a pet now. So I told you, he had this boy out there working one day. I told Steve, I said, I'm going to get him today. He said, why is that? I said, old Norman's right there, right? And I said, you know that he hasn't had any for a while, right? He says, yeah. I said, now you get my drift, right? He says, yeah. I said, what's this? I said, hey. I said, can you do me a big favor? Steve's over here. Excuse my language, but he says, oh, shit. What's Jeff up to? I said, hey. I seen Norman coming out of the corner of my eye. I said, hey, I said, can you start stacking that wood? He says, yeah. I told Steve, I said, watch this. I said, Norman's going to get him. He's going to stick it to him. Like that. He says, nuh-uh. I said, what? I said, you think I'm lying? If I'm lying, I'm dying. He starts stacking that wood, old bend over. Next thing you know, here comes Norman. His front legs come up, hit his back, he drops. Steve looks at me and I look at him. I wanted to laugh. He says, I can't believe what I'm seeing. I said, yeah. I told the old boy, I said, hey, I said, you better move. He says, what? I said, you better move like that. He says, why? I said, turn around and look. He says, oh shit, his eyes got this big around. He took off running. I told Steve, I said, should you tell him or should I tell him? He says, you tell him after we get done laughing. I said, all right, I'll tell him. We was laughing. I bet we stood there for about 15 minutes just laughing. I still laugh about it still this day. So we took off. We went down to the house. Couldn't find this boy nowhere. His figure was still there, but we just couldn't find him. I bet you we was hunting for about 25, 30 minutes trying to find this boy. Finally, we found him. He was hiding in the garage. Walked in, I was still out, and I said, you all right? He says, yeah, he says, that doggone steer tried to stick it to me up there. And I said, now listen. I said, he's all right. He's friendly. I said, he's 8 months old. And I said, he's finally realizing two things right now. He's finding, for number one, he's figured out he's got horns. I said, number two, I said, yeah. He's finding out he's going to stick to about anything he can stick to, right? I said, but other than that, I said, as long as you don't do what you just got done doing up there. I said, I'm going to need your help up there to take care of that wood. So I'm not going to go up there as long as Norman's in there. I said, I'll tell you what we'll do. I said, we'll stick him in the holding pen until we get done. I promise you. He says, you sure? I said, yeah. I said, we'll stick him in there for the time being. No, I promise you something. You can walk right up there right now and walk in there with him. And I said, you won't have no problems out of him. I promise you. It took me almost an hour to convince him to go back up there with me. He goes up there, but he wasn't going there with me when Norman was in there. I said, look, I promise you something. Watch. Just watch. I said, I promise you ain't gonna do nothing. So I walk in there and I'm up there petting him and scratching his head and scratching his back and playing with him. I'll grab his horn and shake his head and he'll take off, play. Come back for me to grab his horn and shake his head again. He'll take off, kick, stomp, come back. He wants to play. That's how I normally played with everybody. Grab his horns and just kind of shake his head, let go, and he'll play like a kid. Well, he's seen me do it a couple times, and I finally convinced him. I said, you do it. No, I'm not. I said, go ahead. I promise you he ain't going to sit there. I promise. If he did something, it'll be on pure accident. That's what she said. Like that. Pure accident. If he happens to accidentally step on your foot or something, it's going to be by accident, man. I see he ain't going to mean to do it. So he went up there, started petting him, messing with him. But I said, and I told him about it, I said, don't get up against the fence or nothing, because I said, he'll pin you. That's the only thing that you don't do is make sure you're away from his fence. And stay away from the electric fence. You see that wire over there? That little thin barbed wire? I said, stay away from that. I said, I'll shock the heck out of you if you ain't careful. So finally, he got used to Norman, but I said, whatever you do, don't bend over. Please don't. I said, now lead him over to the pins over there and just put him in there. I said, he won't go nowhere. That's what she said. But yeah, that's what I was telling him. I said, just don't, just don't do that. I said, the only reason why I did that is just see what you'll do. But I see now you know how Norman is. But it got so bad. They're smoking. But it got so bad with Norman all day that he was actually taking his horn, starting to tear stuff up, tearing his. Every time we stock logs, he'll tear them up. He was tearing a bunch of his equipment up. Finally, he had him slaughtered, taken to the slaughterhouse. Finally, it was just getting too much with him that we just couldn't. Check my message here real quick. No, Yusuf, no. No, I didn't go to sleep. Nor did you go into bed? I'm on a bad trip. That's naughty. This is not your day. See, that's my third one tonight, RD. Oh, they're coming tomorrow night, RD. They're gonna come tomorrow night. I had a King Cobra here the other day. Yes, RD. Man, I miss them days. Have it live. Drink until we dropped. I drank while I couldn't drink no more. Those were the days. Anyway, I do miss it. I really do. We have about everybody and anybody coming in. Oh my, RD, I don't see how I'm still sitting here today. The much I put in my system between the beer and the whiskey and the moonshine. Anyway, I don't drink as much as I used to smoke, Yusuf. I really don't. Yusuf, RD could tell you. Yes, sir. Yusuf, this is a 25-ounce can. I'll show you. These comes in 3-packs. 3-packs. And RD can tell you, I used to have 3 to 4 by 4 3-packs and sit here and do it live and drink just about every one of them. So that'll be 3, 6, 9, 12. Okay, that's 12 tall boys, and that equals to a case. These. I used to do, yes, I used to do about a case a night. Because these equals to 2 cans. So tonight I have 3. So tonight, after I drink this one, I'll have about 9 beers in me. I used to drink these a case a night. There's one night on live, if I remember right, I had a 30-pack. That's 30 beers. When I did it live, I'll have about 4 cans of beer sitting there. A Busch Light. And when that fourth one's done, that'll give me enough time to get up, go use the bathroom, grab 4 more. Drink those 4, go get another 4. There's one night I had 1 can left when I got done. There's one night, Yusuf, I did like a 7-hour live. RD's joking. And RD's telling you that's a true story, Yusuf. True story. There's one night I did a 7-hour live. I started like about 10, 11 o'clock at night. And I went till probably about 7, 8. I think about 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning. Because I brought up John up to it. Because he did it like a 4-hour, 5-hour live, and I made a bet one night. So I can go longer on live. Did it. I've done it. I was supposed to do a 24-hour live, but the Jerry Lewis telethon only except was beer and tobacco. Yes, sir. Yusuf. RD remembers it. A 7-hour live. If anybody can tempt that, go 8 hours. An 8-hour live, I'll go 9. I'll do a 9-hour live. I was supposed to do a 24-hour live here I think last year or year before last. But for me being here, I can do it. True, RD. Anything, everything, anything in between, smoking. Yusuf, anything you want to talk about, we got all night. We got till 6 o'clock tomorrow evening. But heck, I ain't gonna go that long. Not no 6 o'clock tomorrow night. Not yet. That means I got to get 2 30-pack. I got to get 2 30-packs of beer, about 4 or 5 different pipes, several different tobaccos, which I do got. Then we can do it. We have a funnel in there with a hose to it, but I cannot show it on the live, because that will get me kicked off quicker than snot. Real quick. Ask RD what's always up in this auction house. He'll tell you. everything, anything. Never know what I might pull from time to time. I could show you a box, but there's a couple boxes in there. I could show you the box, but I cannot show what's in the content or they do tell. And you never know what's going to be behind the curtain. Ask RD. You never know what. Ah. And yes, RD, he does have the clear. Let him on a few things there, RD. We joke around a lot, Yusuf. RD's just messing with you. You know that, right? Background check. Clearance. Yeah. So now, since he's got the top level clearance RD, shall we? Since he's got the level clearance there, and Patrick just came in just in time to the nitty gritty. Well, shall we? Oh, pipe meeting earlier. So let's see what the battery level is, boys. We'll have more fun than you ought to have. Or shall I say, should have. Because you never. But no, we do have fun. I try to make it fun as possible. Joke around, have fun. You know, but around here is only thing I can say around here. If you got a vehicle, you better check your, because there may be something stuck on your vehicle that'll burst you. And I'll tell you that right now, I'm innocent. Until proven guilty, I didn't do it. But I wind up with the blame-o. Well, I always get blamed for something. Then I laugh about it. But yeah, there's been times that Charlie Buchanan. Charlie, do I know you? Help me out, Charlie. Charlie Buchanan. He could be one of my prescribers. I don't know. I don't got no Wi-Fi. Charlie. Gee. Yeah. Gee, what? I'm going to take y'all to the dark side. Howdy. Hold on, y'all. Ugh. Jones? Heck no, I don't smoke none of that. Do you smoke crap? Gonna take you on the dark side. Ugh. Oh boy, we're gonna have fun tonight. You better go on with yourself with that stuff. You better go do something with that stuff. Shall we find out what's behind the pink curtain tonight, y'all? And I done seen something right over to me. Dear sweet baby Jesus. Thank you, Patrick. Any better? For a few minutes, guys. Charlie, you got a channel? Because people like that, man, you just don't come on somebody's things and talk, just talk that nonsense, man. I don't put up with that. Who in the world's this now? Sebastian? Ah, I got something to my left to scare everybody. Shall I reveal? There you go, RD. Winner, chicken dinner. Boy, no wonder calls me to drink. You haven't seen nothing yet. I'm like RD. Uh-huh. Let's have a little fun tonight. By the way, I'll be right back. Because I'm up to something. Hold on. Sebastian, you don't want my opinion on that. I'm just saying. Repubes, we're Republicans around here. Oh, you want my opinion on him? Well, let me give you the fine words. Well, I can't say words. Whatever Donald Trump says about, he can't put two words together, let alone a sentence. It doesn't make no sense. Oh. Speaking of Trump, Biden did that. And look what, and that's Trump. There you go, Patrick. See what I'm leaving up to you all. When the commission speaks, they speak. I was going to take one of these, but I'm not. Well, only thing I'm going to say, Teddy, is this. Gas was down. Unemployment was down. Food prices was down. Everything was down. Get a knucklehead in there. That's all I'm saying. And there's my answer. But when this gentleman was in there, around the late 80s, early 90s, Mr. Trump was on a talk show host. And what he say? See that myself and there you go, Patrick. But the only thing I'm going to say, though, that's the only thing I'm going to say, and I'm going to leave it alone. When Mr. 89, 1991, they asked him, you going to run for president? He says, not right now, but if I do, I'm going to run Republican. People's going to vote for me, and I'm going to win. Thank you, Patrick. I don't mind talking a little bit about and on. If you want my opinion, I'll give you my opinion. Plain and simple. You better believe it was bait. They'll be all nice and friendly with you, and then they will level up. I used to keep up on all that, but thank you, Patrick. Now, as you can tell, this is a different background, of course. There's the other background of the Arizona desert, I think it is. I'm not Arizona desert, I think. I'm not for sure. You never know what he's got behind there. But sometimes I'm even scared to even look back there myself, guys. Scheduled programming. Like Paul Harvey used to say, now for the rest of the story. Whiskey. Uh-oh, look out. I'm just seeing he's got a C charger up here. And yes, he does. Sorry about that, guys. It's just one of them nights, guys. He's got a cowbell. You never know, Yusuf. You never know what these guys are going to pull out or pull up or what they're going to drink from time to time. They may pull out some whiskey. They may pull out a bit. Oh, just let me know about my mobile. It ain't nothing. From time to time, you might see me say drinking this, or you might see me drinking moonshine. You might see me drinking whiskey. This is my third and last one tonight, unless I'm going to get the moonshine tonight. We'll see. Because usually every time they do a thing in here, I'll drink. I drink anymore just to relax, not to get drunk, just enough to chill out. Oh, RD. Your forehead. Yeah, this is my last one, RD. By the time I get this down in me, I'm done. Till tomorrow night. I figured I'd do a quick live. Just keep Amber, and while you guys are listening, keep Amber in your prayers. You know, it was on the live tonight. I understand that, Patrick. I know how Knobs Creek is. I've drank up before. I had Knobs. The moonshine itself ain't as bad as what I got. It's only 40 proof. But you eat the pineapple stuff. I already got 1, 2. Since I eat the pineapples out of it, then I should be alright. Yep. And the only reason why I want. Yes, sir, Patrick. It's 100 proof. I've seen guys. We had a thing in Greenfield. It ain't no. It used to be Tommy Dogs years ago. It was called the Greenfield Stumbler. And what I mean, 10 different whiskeys up there, all in one shot glass, big round shot glass. It's only still probably about maybe that tall, probably about maybe that big around of a glass on rocks. Drink that. All right, Yusuf, you be safe. Appreciate you. See you on the next one. But yeah, cars can be made a dime a dozen every day, but your life's not. I'm grateful. I'm happy. I know she's tore up from the foot. You've never been in one before, and you're going to be pretty well shook up. My passenger side of my vehicle all caved in. I had about this much room. When I opened my driver's side door, I had this much room to get out of my vehicle. Got her and so I have kids and no seat belts and nothing. You know, there's just little things. Just babies. Just I know a woman. She goes to a church where I normally attend. And she still got her license, but she won't drive anymore. Because it scared her so bad that she quit driving. And which I can understand that. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's good, brother here. If I was in Greenfield or somewhere else, I'd have a perfect life. So y'all be safe, be well. I'm glad you guys came in. Look around about a little bit after 11 o'clock tomorrow night because he's going to do a live Facebook auction here. So it'll be after 11 o'clock tomorrow night, so be safe.